have heard from several team members about some of the work that has been done in 2021 to move Gahanna forward, and more is ahead in 2022. From a public safety perspective, over the last 2 years, we've been fortunate to be able to add 10 officers to our Division of Police. As we go forward in 2022, recruiting and filling open police positions is a challenge for many communities across the country, and Gahanna has not been immune to the struggles of attracting qualified candidates. Where we have had 300 to 400 applicants in the past, we now have only 30 to 40. As we continue our recruitment efforts in 2022, we will continue to champion all of the positives that come with being a member of a community-minded agency like the Gahanna Division of Police. In a few short months, our Parks and Recreation Department will celebrate the opening of a new splash pad at the Gahanna Swimming Pool, an area where we previously have been unable to add amenities. Design work also will begin on the last section of the Big Walnut Trail, expanding our connectivity to the south and linking Gahanna to the cities of Columbus and Whitehall. This project will be moving forward in alignment with our partners at ODOT and their reconstruction of the Hamilton Road Bridge, reinforcing the already strong work relationship that we share with them. Once again, our Department of Public Service and Engineering will see a record-breaking street program as we continue to invest Issue 12 dollars into rebuilding our infrastructure. Improving roadway intersections and implementing the city's first ever sidewalk program also are projects underway for the department in 2022. While these are immediate projects for 2022, we have several projects underway that are much longer term. Specifically, our focus in 2022 is to develop the roadmap that will define not only where we want to go as a city, but how we will get there, how we will reimagine, rebuild, and reinforce for the long term.
This year, we're working on a comprehensive master plan to update our current plan and give us guidance on how to move forward with capital maintenance, how to even work on deferred maintenance and how to schedule that. But it'll be a guide for me to look at the trail system and connectivity. It'll be able for us to assess what the residents want, and that way we can better address their needs.
The Creekside Redevelopment Plan is a critical element for the continued development of Gahanna, primarily because from a community development strategy standpoint, we want to strengthen our core as much as possible, and we want to focus on a broader brushstroke that both enhances the broader neighborhood, but also turns Gahanna into a true destination for families to come and experience what it means to be in our community. Master planning and going through a thoughtful and fully engaged process not only removes portions of risk from the private community standpoint, but it also promotes transparency within our existing residents so that they know what's coming down in the next 2, 5, 7, 12 years. If we just go out to the market today, not only are you adding a level of risk that the private development community may not be interested in doing, but then it shows that you're haphazardly pursuing opportunities without engaging your local citizenry. What the public will see in the coming weeks to months is going to be a robust public engagement strategy to understand what it looks like down there, what the impacts will be, how are we balancing the transportation impacts, how we're balancing parking impacts. It's going to articulate exactly what we are pursuing, removing as much risk from the private development community as possible while informing the general public as to what we are hoping to obtain and attain.
This year started off with a lot of confusion and a bang. We had just the final throes of the pandemic, and then at the same time, the mayor, on behalf of her staff, brought forward the facilities questions, the operations center, the justice center, and what are we supposed to do and how we need to combat these. And more in particular, how are we going to fund them? So we had to go through the exercises of why are we having this discussion? Why is there a need for this? And now we're going into the funding question. And I'm looking forward to actually having those discussions and finding out what's more important and how are we going to resolve them.
So longer term, we're beginning work on the city's first ever capital improvement plan. A CIP is a multi-year plan for the deployment of those dedicated dollars thanks to Issue 12. It will help us continue to pay down deferred capital maintenance as well as look at strategic capital projects in the future. The plan will ensure the prudent deployment of taxpayer dollars, and residents can look forward to opportunities for public input in the future.
2021 has shown that the city of Gahanna has experienced a tremendous amount of growth and that we are laying the groundwork for future success in our reimagining, rebuilding, and reinforcing. That takes work, long hours, quality team members, and strong partners, and it takes a high level of ownership. I'm thrilled to see that not only has the work progressed, but that the level of transparency in government and how and why we are doing the work has also progressed. From our Uniquely Gahanna magazine to our town halls, live streaming on our YouTube channel, and everything in between, we here at the city are working to reinforce our relationship with you, our residents, and rebuild trust. It is going to take all of us, our city team and our city council, our community partners, and our residents and businesses to put that roadmap, that action plan together. The Gahanna of today and the Gahanna of tomorrow are worth the effort.